What's up everybody, it's Pokémon, and today I am back with another Shiny Collection update video. A little bit of a background for those who wondered where the series had gone, or where it had come from. In that case, check out the rest of the series, link in the description. Since early November of last year, I've been working on a video celebrating Eevee Day, November 21st. But I didn't realize how much work it would actually take, and that video is still in editing. Initially, I didn't want to start work on another video, so I delayed this one. But I've accumulated over 450 Shinies, so in a poll I ran, I asked for help on when and how to work on this video. The how was split, but the when was clear. So over the few coming days, I'll be uploading a 3-part update on my collection. The first one is this video, going over the 50 Shinies I caught between October 18th and December 12th, 2023. The second part will go over numbers 351 to 400, and the third over numbers 401 to 450. By now you should know how this series works, so let's just go into the first version, Ultra Sun. With the first and only one here being Sableye. If you've been following me for a while, you'd know this is actually my second shiny Sableye. I got this one when trying to hunt for Carbink, but apparently Sableye has 2/3 of a chance to spawn when Carbink call for help. So this ended up being my shiny after 65 SOS calls. Moving right along, here's Let's Go Eevee. First out of 2, shiny Rattata. Like the previous one, which I evolved into Eradicate, this Rattata spawned when I had a catch combo for a different Pokemon. In this case, a 143 combo for Nidoran male. The second is the Nidoran male, which I did manage to get, after a catch combo of 167. Next version, Pokemon Shield. And the only one here for this video is Obstagoon, which thanks to Sword and Shield's bad shiny hunting options, I had to Masuda method. I got it in 321 eggs, thankfully quickly. Up next, we have Legends Arceus. Just one here again, Tangrowth, which I've simply gotten in a massive mass outbreak. Lastly, encompassing the next 45 shinies, Pokemon Violet. First up, Slowpoke, closing down the Kantunian version of this line after appearing from a leftover water sandwich. Next is Muck, which is technically from a leftover sandwich, but I would have hunted for it anyways. And here's Weezing, who's the one I made that sandwich for. This Jolteon, alongside this Flareon, and a few more that I'll get to in a moment, were caught in the stream I've done during the Eevee Outbreak event that occurred around Eevee Day. I caught this Dragonite with its Fairy Terra type in a Red and Terra raid battle I joined. I got this Ferret on the stream day I got a Sentret Outbreak in. Unfortunately, that stream wasn't that successful, as Quagsire was the only other shiny I got in it. Espeon was another shiny I got in the Eevee Day Outbreak event. I had the Scyther Outbreak I got the Scizor in for an entire day before I managed to get the shiny around 11:30 PM. I always debated when I get a shiny Slugma, do I evolve it or keep it how it is, as I usually evolve shinies, but I don't like pink shinies that much. That settled when I got one in an outbreak before clearing it, and another when I activated a sandwich after clearing it. Donphan's shiny is great, but Phanpy's isn't really. But because I prefer hunting base forms and evolving them, I had to compare the outbreak ones to each other just to be able to spot the shiny. I got a shiny Mightyena a long time ago, but when I had a dark sandwich left over, I realized Poochyena's shiny is just as good. I got one Torkoal with a sandwich left over from Slugma's outbreak, and another from a perhaps hacked random Terra raid. I don't do it often, but shiny Barboach is so much better than Whiscash, so I kept it unevolved even without having a separate shiny Whiscash. Tropius, like Slowpoke earlier, doesn't have a great shiny, but was caught with a leftover grass sandwich from another shiny's outbreak. I thought Axew only spawns in one place, where Bagon spawns as well, so when trying to get a shiny Axew, I ended up with my second shiny Bagon, turned to this Shelgon. With 2 minutes left on an electric sandwich, I traveled to the spawn point of an electric type with a shiny I really like, even though I already had the fully evolved form. I really didn't expect to get it, but here it is. Also, I later found a random shiny Shinx. Leafeon and Glaceon are the remaining 2 shinies I got in the Eevee Day Outbreak event, and with the 5 evolutions I got that day, I both got the most shinies I ever got in one stream, now tied with a couple more, and completed the full 9 set of shiny evolutions. I got the shiny Petalil that evolved into this Lilligant less than a minute after making the sandwich for its outbreak, then went to Castle Lake where I got the shiny Tropius. After getting 2 shinies from a water sandwich, I managed to nab a shiny Ducklet in the last bits of its meal powers. After getting this shiny Alomomola in an outbreak, I managed to get the shiny Slowpoke with the same sandwich. The Litwick that became this Chandelure was caught in an outbreak. I just really wanted a shiny Chandelure. Mandibuzz is a Pokemon with a not really great shiny yet still noticeable, so I hunted an outbreak of Volibee. With the same dark sandwich, I managed to get another Pokemon before I ran out of new dark types to hunt and went to where Poochyena spawn. I got this Mudbray when trying to get a shiny Sandshrew from the sandwich I made for Barboach's outbreak. I got 1 shiny male Salandit with the last bits of the poison sandwich I made for Weezing and got the Muck with, and another with the fire sandwich I made for Slugma and got the Torkoal with. Wanting a shiny Como for a while, I went to a Jangmo outbreak that I got. What I didn't expect was for 2 shinies to spawn basically at the same time. Also, the sandwich I used for these was the same one I got Shelgon with. Chulo was the second Pokemon I got on Ducklet's sandwich. I was really going for Barboach at the time, but got those 2 instead. Shiny Carkol was found on stream with a fire sandwich that I tried getting shiny Torkoal with. Later, off stream with Chandelure's sandwich, I tried for Torkoal again, only to get the still not fire type Roly-Coly. Like with my second Torkoal, I got my second shiny Ice-Cube in a random Terra raid. Like with the male form, I got the shiny female Didi in a mass outbreak. Morpeko was the Pokemon for which I made the sandwich that gave me the shiny Luxio. Ceruledge has a horrific shiny. It's not my fault that Torkoal spawns only in one location, where Carkol and Charcadet also spawn. Mabosstiff was the second Pokemon I got with Volibee's sandwich, before going to get Poochyena. After getting Rogue Trio from an outbreak, I tried getting a shiny Barboach with a leftover sandwich. I'm pretty sure you already know the rest of the story. With 30 seconds left on my ghost sandwich, the Greavard outbreak I was in finally gave me a shiny. Before I realized that Volibee don't spawn all the time and getting the shiny with a dark sandwich, I tried the hunt with a flying sandwich and went somewhere else when they stopped spawning. Flamigo was the result. Last one for the video and the last one I got out of this batch, Diplin. After trying multiple times to get a shiny Applin in Apple Hills, I went to an outbreak I got in Tagtree Thicket and finally managed to get one. And that's it, the first set of 50 shinies I got since making the last video back in October. I did manage to get them still in 2023, like I wondered if I could in the last video, but I waited with this video until now for circumstances I've already explained. Thank you guys so much for watching, I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more Pokemon content. I will make the next 2 parts soon, so stay tuned for those. If you have subscribed, make sure to follow me on Twitter and or Blue Sky with the links in the description for updates on my channel, my shiny collection, and my life in general. I post it whenever I upload a video, before I go live, and whenever I catch a shiny Pokemon, so they really are the best places to get updated. If you want to see the rest of my collection, either head to the series playlist link in the description or to the Google Spreadsheets link in there for an up-to-date version. And with that being said, that's all I have for today, so thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later.